What's up, guys? M. Jones back in the car again for another in-theater review. And of course, I have my right-hand man, JimBob, right next to me.
May the Force be with you.
May the Force be with you as well. So, we just got out of seeing Star Wars Rogue One. Basically, the movie that's in between the third and fourth episodes of the Star Wars sequels and trilogies.
First standalone film ever.
Yeah, and it was... it was so exciting that this movie came out because it was so different than, like JimBob just said, standalone. So, all of us were really pumped to see this for a long time. And I have to say, I'm going to let JimBob give you a plot, but it was absolutely awesome.
Wow. We literally just walked out of the movie 5 minutes ago. So, adrenaline's pumping. Mm-hmm. But pretty much the main plot of the story is, the Death Star that's built. It's very cold outside. The Death Star that's built and is used in the New Hope episode 4. They get the plans in episode 4 from the Rebels. Well, this is the story of the Rebels getting it.
Right.
And some main characters, Jyn Erso, played by Felicity Jones, and her father, Galen Erso, Mads Mikkelsen, he's the one that helps create the Death Star, but not out of his own will.
He's a scientist.
And so what he does is he decides, they're going to build it regardless, so let me put a loophole in it. For everyone that's why is there always an exhaust port? Well, it's so stupid. Well, this answers that.
Yeah.
And it's pretty much them stealing the Death Star plans, so then the events of A New Hope can happen.
Sure. Episode 4.
Spoiler warning, the Death Star is blown up in A New Hope.
Yeah. Like I said, this is a spoiler-free review of this movie, but obviously, if you've seen, the best one, the New Hope one, in my opinion, you know what happens. So it's not like we're going to completely manipulate or patronize you here, but this is spoiler-free. There's a lot of cool stuff that happens. That's the only way we'd spoil the whole movie, if we told you about the cool stuff that happened in the movie. There's a lot of cool stuff.
If you're a Star Wars nerd, and you just recently got into Star Wars a year ago. I got you hooked into it.
Yeah, I never watched it a year ago.
I'm a little more in depth with some stuff, but really, all the little fun things that they tied in with other films, you caught on to every single one of those too.
Oh, right. Because I paid pretty hard attention. We literally watched all 6 of the movies before Force Awakens came out. We spent literally 13 hours watching all the movies, almost a year and a month ago, and it was so much fun that we did that. So of course I thank JimBob for that opportunity to watch all of them with some commentary from the big guy here that explained everything to me, because I legit don't understand a lot of that stuff. But the movie was so fun. Again, I'm going to probably butcher a lot of the terminology. I'm going to leave it to the big guy to help me with that. But I just really enjoyed it. The movie was 2 hours and 15 minutes. Some really lame previews, though, I must say, that we saw. Nothing I gave a crap about. I am looking forward to seeing Spider-Man. That's going to be cool.
Yes. Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Guardians of the Galaxy 2, Volume 2.
Power Rangers for me, too. I want to see that.
Power Rangers looks cool, but there's a lot of... there's another Transformers coming out. It's kill me. That was awful. But... And the Mummy, Tom Cruise. But anyway,
they're all bad. Right. But there's some cameos in here. Jimmy Smits is returning as Bail Organa, the adoptive father of Princess Leia.
Dad,
Darth Vader, Lord Vader himself. Now, if you're going into this movie expecting Rogue One starring Darth Vader, you're going to be very disappointed.
Right.
But honestly, you will not be disappointed with Darth Vader's appearance.
No.
It's very short.
It's perfect.
But it's amazing.
It's perfect.
We're literally so ecstatic about it.
Legitimately could not be better. It was awesome with his appearance, Darth Vader's appearance.
And there are some other characters from the original movies that, of course, aren't the original people, and I'm not going to spoil who it is.
Right.
But honestly...
CGI does wonders.
Honestly... It blended in so well. I was like, I know that's not that actor, but it looks just like that person, sounds just like that person.
Right.
And I was like, oh, well, I'm fine with it. I believe that it was that person.
It made you believe, and it made you feel the whole nostalgia, and you're like, okay, there he or she is. It just made you feel really good, and that's what's cool about CGI. That's probably the one cool thing about CGI. But honestly, the whole movie was exciting. It was, I would say, definitely action-packed, definitely suspenseful. Mm-hmm. But sometimes I think action-packed and suspenseful can get mixed up with sci-fi. I think sci-fi can get a little too goofy. This was awesome.
They
Like,
definitely
it was perfect.
They said going into this is going to be a war film, and my God, it was. I mean, it was closer. It was closer. It was PG-13. It was closer to an R rating.
Yeah, I mean, it was very violent.
This is not your kid's Star Wars.
Yeah, I don't only go near an R just because of the violence. There's no language or anything like that, but just
a lot of the other Star Wars movies, they always have characters that cater to the kids, like
Sure.
Jar Jar Binks,
Jar Jar,
R2-D2,
the worst character
BB-8.
ever.
But I
BB-8.
mean,
I love BB-8.
We love BB-8 too. But
you know why BB's not hungry? Because BB-8.
Oh my God! But there was no character that was geared towards children. But I mean,
Thank
you can
God.
still take them.
Thank God.
You can still take them.
Yeah.
So any negatives of the movie?
I will say, and I can't say exactly what it was, but my negative would be a couple cliches that you see in every movie.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna, obviously, can't say it to you right now. I'll have to say it when the camera's off.
Yeah.
But a couple cliches, just your typical cliches, like perfect timing type cliches.
Yeah.
Like they just happen
That's
to be
every
there.
movie.
But
That's
I don't
every
like
movie.
that because it's so cliche. But that's the only thing. That's it. And I still give it. You know,
I have a couple.
Wow. A couple. I have one. A
Now,
cliche.
and they're very small things. The fact that that's what I hate, it shows you how great this movie is in my eyes. First thing I didn't like, I have three things.
You had three. I think you had two.
Three.
Jesus.
First thing I did not like was I did not like that there was no opening crawl. That's not a big spoiler. It just says a long time ago, a galaxy far, far away, and then they get right to the movie.
I didn't mind that.
I mean, they would differentiate it from the saga films.
Standalone, like you said.
Yeah, it's standalone. So that's the first
two.
thing. Number two, I wasn't too wild about the soundtrack. The only things I liked was like the callbacks to the original Star Wars stuff, like the Imperial March and like when the rebellion, shows up, their little rebellious tune. Oh, get over it. And then, what was the third thing? I didn't like?
What was the third thing?
Now, the second act, there's three acts. Acts 1 and Act 3 are awesome. Act 2 is a little slow.
But you need that.
You do need it.
You got to
You
build
do
up,
need it.
you come down. It's like caffeine. You build up, you come down, you come back.
There
up
is
again.
so much action in this movie. I guess I was just a little spoiled.
Act 3 was my favorite. The last hour of the movie is insane.
So all 8 Star Wars movies, I'm going to rank them.
Right now?
Yeah.
God, I'm terrified.
Okay. Number 1 for me, Jedi.
Number 1 for me, Episode 4, New Hope.
New Hope.
You love the 6th one.
Yeah. 2 for me, New Hope.
Wow.
What about
Number
you?
2 for me would be Return of the Jedi. Number 6.
Return of the Jedi.
Number 6.
3, Empire.
3, Empire.
I'm going to go 4, Rogue One, what we just saw.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to sound like a copycat, but yeah, mine too.
Yeah, and then-
Rogue One, which is like Episode 3.5.
Exactly. I mean, if you want to know the sequel to Rogue One, it's called Episode 4, New Hope. It's not Rogue 2.
Did you ever hear that movie came out in the 70s?
And then number 5, I would assume, would be Force Awakens, because you're sure
Episode
as
7.
heck not gonna.
Episode 7.
You're not gonna put the prequels ahead of
Episode
those.
7.
And then if I had to pick prequels,
Number 3.
3, and then
Yeah.
the other 2, whatever.
The other 2, I don't even.
They're tied
care.
for last.
It was
But
cool to see Liam Neeson. That's it.
I don't hate them. I won't ever hate a Star Wars movie, but they're my least favorite. So
but here's the deal. If you think about it, I hate to completely veer from what we're talking about, or I digress type speaking there. But I think Episode 1 and 2 came out in a weird time in Hollywood. They came out like 1999 and like 2000.
2002,
and
yeah.
they're still trying to figure out themselves a little bit in Hollywood. I feel
CGI
like
sucked.
Yeah, I feel like that was just a bad timing. They could have waited maybe 5 or 6 more years. Their senior. I think Episodes 1 and 2 were just. I mean, McDonald's did a great job to really get them going, especially with Darth Maul. But they're just not good movies.
it was all about marketing and toys.
Yeah,
for George
and
Lucas
it was,
too.
again, it was all to cater to the kids. But I'm sorry, but I don't remember the kids paying for the movie ticket.
So
Parents.
what's your rating for this?
Are we doing out of 5 or?
What do you normally do?
I usually do out of 5.
Out of 5?
Honestly, I'm gonna give it a 4.5. 4.5 out of 5 because a 5 is really difficult to get.
Yeah.
A 5 is like Forrest Gump, for example. It's a perfect. Shawshank Redemption, a perfect movie.
Yeah.
I'd say 4.5 only because a couple cliches I didn't care for. And again, this is spoiler free, so I can't tell you the cliches. We'll just ruin it for you.
You just have to go see it, which I'm going to go see it a couple more times personally.
Wow.
My rating is going to be a little higher than yours, 4.7 if I can go points.
Would you go 4.75?
Sure, why not? I was going to take the 0.3 off for the 3 things I didn't like.
You're literally-
But honestly, it's near perfect to me after just coming out of it. Now, I may feel a little different after seeing it a couple more times. But really, it was just a great film. Am I allowed to plug my channel here?
Oh, you are absolutely allowed to plug your channel.
If you get a chance, first, like this guy's video, hit that like button. If you really like what you see, subscribe. My YouTube channel is called TV Time, so please, if you can, click the link in the in the description of the video, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. So, thanks for listening.
Yeah. I want to give a quick shout out to our wrestlers.
Yes,
because they're all excited
wrestlers.
about this. Our junior high wrestlers. I'm sure
2-0 right now.
I'm sure we're 2-0. I'm sure we're also staying up to watch this video. We talked about it in practice tonight. So, hey guys, what's up? Make sure you help shovel tomorrow. We talked about that.
Don't slip on the ice.
I love you guys, and be ready for Monday.
Okay, bye.
Take it easy. Bye bye.